Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video. I know it's been a long time since I was for the last time in front of the cam, and anyway, a long time since I was here with the project. But to be honest, I think the last 2 or 3 weeks I did not sew anything. Well, not really 3, maybe 2. But that's just because you know, we moved to Spain a few months ago and there is a lot of work to do. We had our windows changed and that made a lot of mess, and they are still not ready, still a lot of work to do. So to be honest, at the end of the day, I'm not really in the mood to, well, I am in the mood, but I'm just too tired to go sewing. But that doesn't mean that I cannot buy fabric, excuse my chair, to, and you know, to set projects in my head for the fabrics that I'm buying. So that's what I want to talk about today. I bought some new fabrics from Driessen, and I have projects for them in my head at least. And like that, you are going also to see some projects that I made this last few weeks, yes, and that I did not have the time to put them here on the channel. And also the project that I'm going to work on this period. You know, I'm not going to say this week, to be this weekend probably, or a little bit in between the working days. So that's what I want to show you. And there are also some fabrics here. I have some 2 new fabrics from Driessen that they are just on the website, and they have a gazillion of prints, colors not so much, but most of them they are in blue colors. But I wanted to show you the fabric, and it's really cheap. It's a cotton, so it's really nice. You know, you can, if you buy from Driessen, you get the chance to see the fabric. Other words, yes, thank you so much for all your nice comments on my latest clean model video about my voice. If you did not see that, on the previous video I got a message from someone that my voice was very AI sounding, so they had really hard time to listen to my video. Again, might be something from my microphone. Sometimes I have a sweater on and it's going against, but most of the time I'm taking care, and you know, my voice is as it is and I cannot change anything about it. Anyway, so that was that. Also, please consider subscribing. I can see in my statistics that I have a lot of viewers that they are not subscribers, and I know that there are a lot coming here only for the sewing magazine flip throughs, but still, you know, that's at least you can do to subscribe to my channel. And a thumb up to the video is always nice to see. So let's start with the projects and with the fabrics. So I have here a little paper where I'm going to read, and I'm going to put also pictures from the projects that I want to make, or from the patterns. You can see them somewhere here. Also, I am now in one of our spare rooms, sleeping rooms, whatever, where you can see a little bit here. I have a cabinet full with magazines. Here I have a lot of books, and here somewhere it's another one full with magazines. So I'm keeping my magazines somewhere else than in my sewing room, just because my sewing room got a little bit smaller, or I have a little bit too much fabric to fit everything in one room now. And yeah, there are a lot of magazines there. Anyway, okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with the cotton immediately. So Driessen, they have, I think the last few weeks they added a lot of cotton poplin on their website, and I was really intrigued by it. It's not expensive. I don't have the prices here. I don't know. I think it's about 4.5 euros a meter. The fabric itself is 110 grams a square meter. It's pretty light, and I would say that it's just a little bit heavier than a cotton voile. And I'll show you. I have here. Let's see. I have a bed here where I have the stuff on it. It's going to be a mess at the end of this video. Look, this is, for example, this is their cotton voile fabric, which is almost see-through. But this one, and this is called cotton poplin. It's gorgeous print. I will say that it's not as bright as you see it in the video here. But this one I was really intrigued by it because they say that it has no stretch, but they say that this is brushed cotton. And to be honest, I don't really get where the brushed property, is coming from, although I have here one of their normal cotton poplins, and I will say that the feel is definitely a little bit different. So I will put the links in the video description to these two fabrics. Here you can see this is one of them. I don't know if you can see really from close up. It's very light and it's really nice. How should I say? Feeling wise, it does crease. Of course, it's cotton, so don't expect too much from that. But the prints are very, very clear and really nice. So I have this print, and then I have this one also, and I'll tell you in a moment what this is. The back side is, you can see the print a little bit to the back side, and this is the, as you can see, the good side of the fabric. I will say again, it's not as bright as you see it in the cam, so think about that. If you really like that, don't be disappointed when you get it, as it is just a little bit lesser bright than this. Still very, very pretty. Again, they have a lot of prints, small prints, bigger prints. They have also some border prints, if I'm not mistaken, so a lot to choose from. For what I'm going to use these fabrics, or you know, I'm planning to use them. That doesn't mean that all these projects that I'm going to talk about here that are going to happen also, but I would love to have them in, I'll tell you in what. So one of the, wait a second because my stuff is falling down. So one of the patterns that I had in my head for this cotton fabrics will be the Amy shirt or blouse from Sew Over It. This one I do have review here on the channel, and this one is a really pretty one. So if you don't want to go to see the whole the review, so it's a blouse with a button, standard button closure in the front, with a really pretty rounded little collar here, very, very nice. A little bit of a rounded hem. Again, you see pictures here somewhere from me wearing this blouse. And the different thing on the Amy is the cuff that has that little tuck acting like a opening for the cuff. So it's a really nice detail. So that cotton, these two ones here, the new cotton poplins from Driessen will be really nice for this one. I just want to say that I have no sponsorship or whatever from Driessen, so don't think about that. So it's just me. Okay, so I bought 2 meters of each of these prints because I know that will be enough. Another option, and let me see if I had some more thoughts here on my paper. Oh yeah, so another option will be this gorgeous pattern from Designer Stitch. I don't have a review on this one. I'll put, of course, a link to the pattern, but this one is just gorgeous. It's also a blouse. It has also button closure in the front. It has a really nice rounded neckline here with a band, and of course the star in this blouse are all the pin tucks going on here in the front with the leather lace insertions. As you can see, you have some gathers going on here at the bottom, and again a leather lace insertion. Also the back with the yoke, some gathers, and again this detail here. This is just gorgeous. The final pattern, this was a pre-test, so the final pattern will have, if I'm not mistaken, there are a few options for the sleeve. This one was a little bit of a more straighter sleeve, but there is also one with more volume, and I really want to give that a try. Very, very beautiful details. And I do have pictures of this one for me wearing this blouse, so you will see it here on one of the sides. This is just gorgeous. So the Rian Blouse from Designer Stitch. Another one from Designer Stitch, which I think will work really nicely for this cotton poplin from Driessen, because it's just a little bit light. And this one actually, the Rian was made actually, this is also cotton poplin. They're solid colors, which is this one from Driessen. It's just a little bit heavier than the printed one, but this, and it was really not expensive. So I do think that they have really great price, and I cannot say price quality balance, because the quality is really great. So this is a cotton poplin that I use for the Rian blouse, for the pink one. But if you want to make it in a print, it's also really pretty. And I think these cotton poplins, they are really perfect. This one, the henna blouse, this one is also, it has a review here on the channel. I'll put a link in the video description, of course. This one is the blouse with the little flounces inserted in the princess jeans that are going from the shoulder to the hem, to the bottom here. The only thing is that if you want to, this one is cotton voile dobby, and that's because it has these little dots on it. This one is also from Driessen. So I really like this fabric for this blouse, because when you see the inside of this flounce here, you cannot really see a difference. Well, from the, if you're really close you can, but from far away you can't. But if that is not bothering you, definitely a cotton poplin like this, it's really okay. But you can also make this henna blouse, which it has also a button closure here in the front, but is not going up all the way. Also a little band color. You can make it without a flounce, and then you have a really nice fitted blouse in a really pretty cotton poplin. So the henna blouse from Designer Stitch. And Designer Stitch has also the, let's see, I did the Marit Shell, which is a sleeveless shell. They do have, I think, the option for some cap sleeves, and that would be really great to try the cotton on it. It's also, it will take just a little bit of fabric too, so that's really great. So the Marit Shell top from Designer Stitch. So that was for the cotton, again, cotton poplin. I'll put links here. Very, very pretty. I'm really happy with these ones. And to be honest, this will work also really great for a dress. You know, even a dress with a lot of gathers going on, because this fabric is really light. There is no stretch in it. Let's take a look. As you can see, with gathers will work really pretty. You see that? It will not stand out because it has almost, it's very, very lightweight. So this was the cotton poplin. Next, what do I have next here? And I'm going up on my list instead of going down. I was talking last month on my review from the last Burda, and I cannot find the magazine. It's a big mess here. Everything is everywhere. The last Burda, and I really cannot find it. I don't know where it is, but I did download the, you know, I have 2 free patterns from the digital subscription in Germany, and I did download this as from one of my free patterns of this month, of the other month, you know, the previous one. They have their dress 105, and I was talking about it, that I did order the fabric to make it. And this fabric is the Viscose, let me see, it's the wrong Viscose, it's the Viscose linen, also from Driessen. And this one is, you can see it a little bit close up here. Let's see, in one layer. This one, and they have this one, is in a lot of colors, this fabric. I do have also a few colors of this one. I can imagine that in a lighter, you can see a little bit of structure there from, it's really, really pretty. This is their cognac color. It's not as brown as there. I have the feeling that all the colors are really bright in this light, although it's light from outside. So this one is 55% linen and 45% viscose, is 190 grams. Yes, a square meter. And as I said, that my plan is to make the dress 105 from Burda, to be Burda 5, right, from last month. This is just perfect. It doesn't, that dress has a lot of width in the skirt, so I think it needs to have something really not very heavy, you know, to help with that, and that drapes nicely to help with all that fabric. So the dress is also taking about 5 meters of fabric, so this is 5 meters of viscose linen. So yeah, I think this fabric is really great for that pattern. I know someone asked, I'll respond you in that comment. But yeah, viscose linen in cognac for dress 105 from Burda magazine 5 2025. So this was this one. This will also work really great for pants. You know, you have these days the pants with the elastic waist. This is perfect. And again, I can imagine that in the lighter colors is a little bit, should I say, see-through. but in the darker colors I have also in navy. You cannot see anything, so just perfect for pants. They do have with Driessen, I don't have it here, they do have also the stone washed viscose linen, which I used also for my Estelle pants, and that one is also really great. That one is just a little bit heavier, I think, than this one, or it feels a little bit heavier at least. Next, what do I have next? Yeah, next I have this one here. This one was really cheap. This one, they have it in the sale. It was really very cheap. I think 4 meters was about 10 euros. 10 euros, something like that. This is a viscose. This is 100% viscose. It's very, very, very pretty. I don't know if they still have this one on the website, but the viscose from Driessen is just perfect. And for the price that it is, you know, it's great to have it for projects that requires a lot of fabric. And one of those projects, and this is definitely going to become one, is the Wren Set from also from Designer Stitch. And they give it in 2 pieces just because they said that they did not have enough in one, so maybe it was the end of the roll or something like that. So for this viscose, I'm going to make a Wren Set. And for the Wren Set, I'm going to put a link, of course, in the video description. It's a blouse and a pair of pants. As I said, also from Designer Stitch. Gorgeous, gorgeous set. Of course, you'll see pictures here from me. I made I made it 3 times. 2 times with a longer pant and 1 time with a shorter pant, just because I did not have enough fabric. You are going to see here pictures with me wearing these sets. I think from the blue one that you see, I have only 1 little picture, so you are going to see that one. But from the other ones, I have a little bit more. So let's start with the blouse, of course. Let's see the blouses here. And of course, in the pictures, you're going to be able to see a little bit better. The first one that I made is this one. And I don't know if on the recent website, this one is still available. It was in the heavily discounted on the website. This is just a gorgeous fabric. This is also viscose, but it's just a little bit heavier than the yellow one that I showed you. And also a little bit heavier than the one you see in the moment, also viscose from Driessen, but they call it viscose there. The blouse is just gorgeous. You see also in the pictures, it has a nice collar with a button closure in the front, which is a hidden button closure. You can see here the buttonholes, very beautiful. It has a really interesting hemline. You see in the pictures better, which is a little bit shortened in the front, dipping down in a corner here at the side, and then going a little bit straighter at the back. The original pattern has a center back seam, but I think in the last one I skipped the center back seam. Cotton sleeve with really wide cuffs. So if you find this fabric on Driessen, or if you don't have it, you don't know that, but if you have it, you might notice that the fabric has a little bit of different in colors. Is on some portions is a little bit purple, and on some portions is a little bit blue. So I did take care when I cut this one to, you know, to have that purple like color a little bit to the front, the same, and here the back is blue, and then again the cuffs are also the same. So that was a little bit tricky to cut, but I had enough. Very, very pretty fabric. It's just amazing. So this is the blouse from the Wren. And then you have also the pants. Let's see, where are the pants? You also have the pants, which I think they have the perfect width on the leg. I have an obsession with the legs. Must not be too wide or too narrow or whatever. Again, you'll see it in the pictures, and there are slant pockets here to the side. And I think the original had also a little drawstring, but I did not do that. So yeah, you see in the pictures, it's just a perfect set for summer. For, of course, the blouse can be used also on jeans or other pants, whatever, and the pants, of course, with other tops. The only thing is that it depends, of course, in what you make. The Wren Set is meant to be as a print-on-print kind of outfit, but of course make it in a nice solid color would be also really nice. So this is the other one that I make, and from this one I have definitely more pictures. You'll see them here. And this one is really the same weight as the yellow one from here, and it will be the let's see, what did I say, the 100, what's the let's see, viscose. Ooh, I don't know the weight on this one. I'll have to remember to put it on the screen. Very lightweight, I think it's about 110 also. I need to check it. So very, very light, just gorgeous. And with these prints, oh, you feel so fancy when you have something like this print on print. At least I was feeling very fancy. So yeah, here you can see the width of the leg. It's very flowy, and you do need, because you do need a viscose or something that is flowy, because it's, you know, it's an, I don't want to say oversized, but you know, it's a, you need to have a drapey fabric. Don't make it in a stiff cotton, because it's not going to look good. So this is what I'm going to make with the yellow fabric. Let's see, I have also the blouse from that one. You can see it here. Let's say this one also, I did not talk about it on the channel yet, but you can now get the details here. Also, there are instructions. Oops, I'm sorry. There are instructions how to make a French seam here in the back, really pretty. And again here the hidden button closure, which is, let's see, the buttonholes are here on the inside. And you know, when I was making this, I was very worried that it's going to be a lot of bulk here to turn all the hem down. My advice will be to just stop your interfacing, I think about 2 centimeters before the end of the placket. And like that, when you are turning all those layers, because you have quite a bit of layers, then there is not going to be a lot of bulk going on here at the bottom. So this one was this version. And then, this is really fancy. This one is made in an 100% silk from Minerva, very expensive. Really, really pretty. Unfortunately, I did not have enough to make the complete blouse, the complete pants or the long pants, but you see in the pictures, I think in this print, shorts are working just perfect. Of course, I had to add the pockets. Very fancy, very, very, very pretty. I love this one. I really love it. You can see here the blouse, and because it's silk, I have the feeling that, you know, although it's a really soft fabric, it was quite a bit of bulk to add those that extra placket in order to make the hidden bottom placket. So I just add one, and like that you get only a normal closure. And here are my pretty buttons. Here you can see the sleeve, let's see, with a really wide cuff. This is just a beautiful garment. I really, really highly recommend the Wren Set. You know, if you watch a little bit around in the ready-to-wear stores, you'll definitely see a lot of these print-on-print sets. And this is so easy to make. And it's really, you can choose the fabric you want, you know, and you can make it really as fancy as you want, and definitely much better quality than in the stores. So this was the viscose. What I have more, well, because when I don't have time to sew, I'm mostly online. When I have a little of time browsing around for inspiration for fabrics or inspiration for the fabrics. And what I've seen also a lot these days are colored jeans. So, you know, I love making jeans, and also at Driessen they brought a few weeks ago some extra colors in their stretch jeans fabrics. And two of them, there are these ones, these two. I think this one is called Mint. Again, it's not as bright as there. And this one, I don't know the name of this one, but it will be like a coral or a psalm or something like that. Again, not as bright as here. I think on their website the colors are looking much, much better than I have the feeling that they are looking here in the video. So for these ones, I have already a pattern, and the pattern is, and I'll tell you why, just because I made it a bunch of times and I know the fit of it. I have the pattern already ready, but I'm not going to make it as per pattern. I'm going to make it a little bit different, because the ones that I've seen online a lot are more wide straight leg jeans, and by that I mean that from the hip down they are going a little bit they are going wider and straighter. So these ones are all made, if I'm not mistaken, according to the pattern. The Wren jeans, they have a few leg options. I think there is a skinny jeans, there is a bootleg, and there is a straight one, I think. So, and I have them here in all these legs. So the Peyton jeans from Designer Stitch, they have all the nice details of a standard or a standard classic jeans. As you can see here, you have the fly front in the front here. As you can see, you have a coin pocket. What do you have? The rounded pockets, belt loops, everything. And the back has a nice curved yoke here, just to enhance your back work. And there are also, for the same reason, there are also two darts here on the side. There are pockets. To be honest, I don't know anymore what kind of pockets I followed, but I think these pockets, they are also in the original pattern. Really, really pretty. I used for this one, this fabric is not from Driessen. The fabric that you need for the Peyton jeans is, I think, with 3 or 4% elastane, cotton and elastane. Here I use some leftover fabric for the pockets, and I did something with some of them. I will show you in a minute. Those are the pockets that you get in the original pattern. For this one, again, I made this one is a little bit more. It's a newer pair, and this fabric, this is the also from Driessen, and this is the old pink. You call it probably a powder pink, and it's the same fabric as the ones that I have here. Look what I did here. Here I added those pockets all the way to the center front, and I added the same fabric. You know, I've seen this in a ready-to-wear jeans. I think my favorite jeans have the same treatment. The same fabric from the back pockets is also added here in the yoke, and apparently what this extra piece here should do should help with, I don't know what kind of control work on the back, together with the darts here. To be honest, I don't really see that. I don't really see the difference, but you know, whatever. I really wanted to try it, and I think I have it in. Do I have it in more of these jeans? No, in this ones I don't have it. Here you can see another one. This one is more like as the pink one, like a bootleg. And I think this fabric, I cannot remember. And here I skipped apparently the coin pocket. Also the same rounded yoke as you can see here. What do we have me? Oh, this one was, I think this one was one of the first ones. And this one, and tried one of the classic shaped yokes. You can see the darts here, also really cool. And these ones are definitely, these ones they get better with the day. They are really my favorite ones. Also here I don't have that treatment for the yoke. Let's see, do I have it here? Oh, I have it here, and you can see I use the same fabric as earlier, I think. The only difference is that I got all mistaken and I used for the pockets the other way around, so you cannot see the pretty fabric on the inside. And for this one I have it also with two, I don't know why I like this one more, to have two buttons on the waist like this. And I have here another one, and this one is with the skinny leg. As you can see, I love the Peyton jeans. And here you can see again that rounded yoke with the darts, pockets, and here just normal pockets with a little bit of nice fabric. Oh, here, this one, they do have a pocket, a coin pocket. So yeah, so now I want to make this one with this one. I think the fabric, the stretch jeans from Driessen is really perfect for the Peyton jeans. Perfect. And I think this was everything. These were all the fabrics for what I bought the last time. There are not a lot, right? Can be more always. As for the project that I'm planning now, I had from Minerva a really gorgeous piece of stretch cotton sateen, which is this one here. It's just really pretty. It's just amazing. You can see here the logo from Minerva. So for this one, you know, I had so many ideas in my head. There was a dress from Fiber Mood that I wanted to give it a try. I was thinking to make some jeans even with this because it has the perfect amount of stretch. But in the end, I remember that I had a garment I really, really loved, and I had it already for a long time in my head to make it again. I made it first in 2020 apparently, and that was the Farrah Jumpsuit from It, and that will be this one here that I'm wearing. I love this garment. In the last 5 years I wore it every time, every summer, springtime. It's one of my favorite garments. So now I was here and I was thinking, well, I know what I'm going to do with this one. I had a lot of work to find my pattern because I had a lot of modifications on this one. I remember that, and I did find my pattern. I did add a little bit here back to the waist because this one is a little bit tight. I think it was tight at the moment too, but now it's perfect. So this is what I'm going to make in the next period, the Farrah Jumpsuit from It. Really, really pretty with the elastic in the waist. Well, I have here pockets and I have here pockets, a nice color. So there is going to be a lot of work, but the pattern work is done, so I have only the sewing fun. So I think that was it. I'm knitting a lot. I just finished a test for a shirt and I made some knits and a really cool cowl also. You can see it on my Instagram. Maybe I'll make a video soon with the last projects that I made, that I had on my knitting needles. So that was it for today. A lot of talking. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration if you're a bit stuck. Highly recommend the fabrics from these fabrics from Driessen, as I have them here in my head and I know how they feel. And for the rest, of course, I hope very soon to get the new Burda to see what they have to offer. And where is it? I am definitely going to print out the pattern for the dress 105, which I have the fabric now. It's just beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thumbs up, don't forget that, and leave your comments here. I'm very curious to see what you're thinking about my fabric choices. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.